See, I don't consider myself to be a guru when it comes to women, although being a guru does help. The closest I've come to being with a woman is when I got my rabies vaccine from a local nurse every 6 months in the pretext of a dog bite. But after they eventually found out that I have been lying about those dog bites all along, they have banned me from entering all local hospitals without any symptoms. There goes my biannual getting felt up meetings. Thanks to the sex education I never had and the 100 plus hours of full HD porn, I previously assumed that the three common erogenous spots of women were the neck, the tits, and the clitoris. But now, thanks to the 100 plus Indian women I have been rejected by, I know for a fact that those spots are actually replaced by the words NRI, thick beard, and 2002 Royal Enfield. If you already have these three things, you're sorted for life. It wouldn't matter if you look like a prison gang leader with questionable swastika tattoos all over your chest and face. If you have these three things, the holy trifecta will be complete. Shut up, close the video, and go fulfill some demands. You don't need advices from a sad, desperate man hiding behind the internet anymore. But if you're an adult like me who is yet to hit puberty, you can go to the other end of the spectrum. First, you go to a nearby beauty salon and get yourself waxed front to back. Then you learn a bit of Korean but act like you do not know what that is before finally, maybe, ending up with someone special. Of course, for the above things to happen, you will have to meet some women in the first place. If you ask me, that's where we as a society have gone wrong. Don't go out. Stay at home. For thousands of years, we as men have done all the hard work trying to impress the ladies by waging wars and bragging about our insecure little dicks. For once, let's turn the tables. Let the women come to us. What's the worst that can happen? Considering the current sex ratio, maybe some men might have to turn gay. But I live in Kerala, so you can suck it. But let's get real. That's not going to happen. You're most likely to make a profile on Tinder and come up with some puns to impress the girl who has already heard it 10 times before. You can't even impress them with the fact that our forefathers wrote the Kama Sutra. Because A, we share the same forefathers, and B, you won't get to that stage anyway unless you are 2 years into your marriage and she is finally in the mood for having some kids. If you do not know what to do, at least be clear about what not to do. Here are a few don'ts you can try. Don't talk about smoking and alcohol unless you met her in a bar, in which case don't talk about your girlfriend. Don't mention the words engineer, Infosys, and 9 to 5 in the same sentence. Don't wear a baggy shirt unless you want to kidnap her, in which case have a spare shirt in the back of your Omni. Don't come in an Omni unless you want to kidnap her, in which case have a spare shirt in the back of your Omni. Gosh, I'm running in circles. Don't wear Paragon office chappals. Don't make sexist comments, treat her like your grandma. Slap her if she's offended. Don't come late and apologize. Just come late. Don't talk to her boobs. Don't ask if she swallows. Don't make that serial killer joke. Don't tell how much you make. Let her guess that with your low standards herself. I personally don't go on dates. That is because there is a gross mismatch of expectations. While you decently expect her to not go outside or talk to any other man or come back before it's dark, she expects you to not cheat. I mean, how is that fair? So, I just become best friends with one of the girls I like, help her in all possible ways and selflessly do the jobs for her like a brother, wait for her to eventually fall in love with me, and watch her go with another guy instead. While this plan neither involves seduction nor the girl, it makes me understand that love is a myth and that arranged marriages are the way to go. Okay, suppose though, through some universal miracle and sheer dumb luck, let's assume you do find a girl. There comes the part of actually seducing her. And when you cannot string 3 words properly in a sentence when you talk to a girl, it is physically impossible to do anything else. So, this is what I do instead. I take my girl to the bathroom, sexy times, and then I lock her up inside. Then, from the outside, I describe my colleague Rahul to her, who is this beefed up guy who has descended straight from the Greek mythologies in excruciating detail. I start with his biceps, I mention how big and thick they are, then move on to the chest, then the steel-filled steam-rolled abs, those testosterone-filled veins that are pumped by steroids sold for double the price at 2 a.m. teleshopping channels, then the smooth butt, and before you know it, she is finished and satisfied and is walking out of the door with weak knees. Am I a player or what? My record is 2.5 seconds when I once just mentioned the name Rahul and she immediately ran to the bathroom. At one point, I was conflicted about whether I should tell Rahul that my girlfriend likes him or tell my girlfriend that I like Rahul. I'm joking. I'm not gay. But Rahul is.